y'all, and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm gonna keep it very real, raw, uncut with y'all and share with y'all some of the stuff that has really been sitting on my heart. Okay, so today I wanted to talk about something that really keeps showing up in my life. It keeps showing up in my life, and I feel like God is trying to tell me something, and I gotta listen. So this video is basically about it not being my season to love, and I know some of y'all feel the same way. It's like God's not telling me that I'm not worthy of it, but God's telling me to push pause on it because it may be a distraction in a sense. I really think that it's not my season to love, not because I don't deserve it or because I've like given up on it, but I think more so because I keep running into the same old things. I've been through a really big heartbreak in my life. Most of you know that I was in a relationship from the age of 18 to 25, and it was very toxic. It was very draining, and I feel like when I left that relationship I gave myself a little time to heal. And sometimes I feel like I overly healed. I don't even know if that's a thing, but sometimes I do feel like I've overly healed, because I've like poured into conversations, into people that really didn't receive me in the way that I expected them to receive me. Like, I feel like the dating pool is so horrible out there. Like, when I look at someone, I try to look at them not only for myself, but I have a child, so I try to look past just me going on this date and things like that. It might be an Aries thing, but I try to like look into a future. Like, if I'm asking questions on a date or I'm vibing with you, I want to like know, is this somebody I could see myself with in 5 years, or does this just feel like a fun time? And most of the time it's just felt like a fun time. And what I mean by a fun time is like we chilling, we going on little dates and stuff, but outside of that, like, what are your true intentions with me? I keep running into these people that I feel like are not consistent. Like, people will start out like lusting all over you and stuff like that, and then like a few weeks go by, and then like getting to know you kind of slows up, where I'm like still trying to get to know a person. I'm still like asking questions, I'm still trying to figure this person out. Whole time this person like, oh, she ain't ready for this, or she ain't doing this, or she ain't doing that, so let me go on to the next person. Like, I feel like nobody really wants to get to know somebody on a different level other than just linking up, chilling, and having a vibe. Like, is anyone looking for love? Or it's just me? Like, am I the only one out here looking for a 90s R&B love? Because I want to be courted for real. Like, it's so draining. It's so draining. I'm a pretty girl. A lot of us are pretty girls. But I'm so much more than that. Like, I have a really great personality. I feel like, I'm wifey material, and it's crazy that I ain't got no husband at this age. Now, I was engaged, but thank God that didn't go through, because it would have been one hell of a divorce. So, I don't know, like, ugh. So after the many heartbreaks and the many dates, I'm not looking for a man, which I never have. People come to me, but I'm gonna wait on God. I'm gonna wait for God to say this is the one, because me feeling like, okay, this might be my person, and then in a few days or so, that I don't feel like that's my person no more. It's like, what are you really doing when all you need to be like? I feel like when it's from God, you're gonna know, because it's gonna be so different. And I keep telling myself, like, I'm not waiting on a man no more. I'm waiting on God to send me the man, his son, somebody that's ready for me, because I know what I want, and I don't feel like the people that I have entertained since I've been single were the people that I wanted. They were just people that either like lusted over me, or people that just, wanted to be in my bubble, wanted to get to know me. Some of them are, some of the people that I've met were really, really genuine, but they're inconsistent. And that's something that I don't like. If you gonna want to date me or like me, then I need you to go all in. I'm not finna tell a man how to treat me. I'm not finna tell a man what to do with me. Like, I need you to be for sure, and I need you to know already. Okay? So today I want to share my journey of how I got here, why I stepped away from dating, and what I've learned about guarding my heart when love keeps coming in the wrong form. Cause it be different people, but it's like the same BS. And it's like, what is it me? Do I need to switch my type up? What is it that I want in a relationship? What is it? So if you tired, if you healing, and if love's just been feeling like a whole lot of confusion, then this video is for you. So stay tuned. All right, so first I'm gonna give y'all like my personal pattern on dating, like the things that I've gone through when it comes to dating. Whew. So like I said, it could be the Aries in me, but I keep going through this cycle where I'll like meet someone and then I'll get hopeful and then it go to falling apart. Like I'll be like, oh yeah, this might be the one. He nice, he know how to talk, he know how to communicate, and then boom, 2 weeks later, he can't talk, he can't communicate. He too busy, this, that, and the third. Mind you, I ain't having sex with these people. I ain't like, and maybe that's the issue. Maybe it's because I'm not giving it up that people feel like, oh, well, on to the next one. Because a lot of people be looking for a fun time. And then it's like, I gotta have some kind of connection with you if I'm gonna sleep with you. Like, I gotta really feel it. Like, I'm not just one of those girls that can just hop in the bed with you and do anything with you. And I feel like that's what a lot of people like now. Like, they feel like if Denisha ain't gonna do it, Felicia gonna do it. So let me go on over here, cause she over here playing. I tried to talk to her for a week and she still ain't giving nothing up. Yeah, boring. Boo, tomato, 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 tomato. But it's like, dang, like, you don't want to court me first. You don't want to get to know me first. Like, and I ain't saying like it won't happen, but can you get me there? Can you get me there first? Nobody, like, it's just, I'm just over it. Like, I feel like everyone I be running into, they're either inconsistent or we don't align in whatever way. Like, again, I keep telling y'all, like, I have a kid. So, like, I'm not dating for fun. I'm dating for a future. Like, I'm dating for a relationship. I'm not just sitting out here like, oh, okay, well, I'm gonna go on this date with him this week because he paying for this. I'm gonna go on a date with him this week because he paying for this. Like, no, I really, really want someone that aligns with me. Somebody that, wants a family, that's willing to put in the work to really, like, get close to me. Not just, being consistent for 1 or 2, 3 weeks, and then after that, it's like nothing. Like, there's been a time or two where I like opened up to someone and I felt like I overshared, because the things that I mentioned was something that, it was my trauma, and I feel like that person might have like respected it at the moment, but then again, a few weeks later, it's like you just like the rest. Like, you just don't get it. Like, yeah, we had those kind of talks and those kind of conversations, but still, you're not who I need you to be. Like, people will make a excuse for everything, and like I said, if they feel like you're not doing what they want you to do, or you boring in a sense as far as sex, because it never gave boring. And anybody that's ever been around with me can drop comments in the comment section, because it never gave boring. I'm very much the hype. I'm very much, fun, and but again, I feel like most men just want to do one thing these days. Nobody really looking for relationships. And the people that are, looking for relationships are probably already in a relationship. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like all the good men are already taken, and I wasn't even supposed to be single. Like I said, I've been in a relationship for 8 years, and I went through ups and downs, and I tried to make it work. I tried to change myself to be with somebody. I tried to do this, do that, but it never made me happy. So in the end, I had to choose what was best for me, which was my own happiness, and I had to just let it go. And I always said that I would never get myself back into something that I had to pray myself out of. Like, it was a lot of dark days in that relationship, and if you've been following me for a while now on any social media sites, you know I have seen some dark days. I ain't always looked like this. I done been this thin in a 2T. You feel me? I done went through some things, and so I think part of my trauma is I don't want to go through that again. Like, I pay attention to every red flag, and that's why in the beginning of the video I mentioned, like, did I overly heal? Because it's like somebody could sneeze wrong, and I'm like, that ain't the one for me. That ain't the person for me. Or like you all of a sudden get busy out of nowhere. I'm like, now he can't make time for me. It's because we done hung out a few times and I ain't did nothing. So now you all of a sudden you so busy and you don't want to link no more. And I be like, that ain't the one for me. Red flag, red flag. Or just somebody simply wanting to chill or vibe instead of like taking me on a date. And I ain't saying you gotta spend no money. I mentioned this a few times because I think people feel like when you want to go on a date, they feel like you asking them to do something out of the ordinary. Like, I don't want you to go out there and spend $1 million on me. We can walk in the park. We can go sit by the lake. It's so many things to do. We can go pick strawberries in the strawberry field. I don't care. As long as I, like, you know, get to know you for real. I feel like most men don't know how to court women anymore. They feel like, if I do this, I need something in return. And it's like, that's why I be heavy on the don't spend no money on me. And then I be wanting to pay for my own stuff, not because I'm just this hyper independent person, because I am, but I don't want you to feel like I gotta do nothing for what you doing for me, if that makes sense. And then I'm gonna tell y'all like my breaking point. My breaking point was when I started realizing that I was connecting with people that wasn't nourishing me. Like, I would give more than I receive. Like, I'm giving you advice, I'm giving you affirmations, I'm good morning you and stuff that I feel like a man's supposed to do for me. Like, it's no way you going through all this and that and I'm sitting here uplifting you and you ain't even asked me how my day going. You ain't even asked me how I'm doing, but you pouring your problems on me. And I hate people like that. Like, one of my friends called me a therapist. And I know he gonna watch this video, but it's because, like, when somebody give me their problems, I real life tackle it. Like, I real life be like, okay, problem, solution. And then I'm checking back in with you to see how you doing. I'm checking back in with you, but shit, who gonna be here for the strong people? Like, I go through stuff every day, and the same people that's pouring out what's going on in their life, I'm trying to uplift them in all these kind of ways, but they ain't doing nothing for me. Like, they ain't asking me how I'm doing or what I got going on, you know. So I feel like I just be nourishing people and they don't do that for me. They don't give that back to me. Like, I feel like some men be wanting access to me because they see me on the internet. They see me, I'm very popular on social media, Instagram specifically, and I feel like people just be wanting to get close to me to see, like, damn, is she this lit in real life? And then I've had people tell me like, oh, I misjudged you. I've had someone tell me they misjudged me, and I'm like, well, how did you misjudge me? What you thought? And they was like, I'm not gonna lie, I really thought you was going. And y'all, it made me feel so disgusted because I'm like, damn, the whole night we've been on this date, when this date ended, you thought that you was gonna get something out of me, because I don't know what my life give on the internet. but I'm really like this homebody for real. Like I have people pulling me out, so you might see a little fun time. But for the most part, I'm in the house. I'm being a parent. I'm a mom. Like so to get misjudged and for somebody to say, "Oh, I thought you was going. Like I thought you was one of them for real." I'd be like, "Damn, like that's all you is that why you took me on a date? Like that's all you seen in me was that?" But I was happy he told me that because again, red flag, I'll never see you again. And it's just like, damn, I don't want to keep getting misjudged. So I feel like this video gonna mean a lot. This video gonna tell a lot and help y'all understand me a little bit more because it's like, don't misjudge me. Don't think that I'm one of them females that's out here just because I'm a pretty girl don't mean I'm looking for no money. I got my own. Don't mean I'm going. I don't need that. It's plenty of toys in the store, baby. I don't need it. Yeah, like, and then I'm not finna lay up with a man that I don't even know. Like y'all, if y'all don't believe that soul ties and stuff like that and spirits and energy transfer, then I don't know what to tell you because I'm not just finna be sleeping and laying up with you like that. And it's just a no for me. Like I've made mistakes in my past, but it's a no for me, okay? So y'all, like I'm kind of all over the place with this, but when I say it's not my season to love, I feel like God's telling me it's not my season to love. It's because I would be praying for God to, send me somebody because we all know, like I said, I've been single since the beginning of 2023. It's 2025. So, of course, like, I miss human touch. I miss, like, somebody just being there that I could call when I'm having a bad day at work or, somebody I could just vent to. But I started asking God, like, send me a man of you. Like, and I feel like he be like, that's not a man of me. That's not a man of me. So I be cutting, like I said, I be cutting people off. So I feel like God be trying to protect me from a lot of people that I encounter. Because like I said, the red flags be there and I'd be like, God, if this somebody you want me to have, if this is something that's going to, go into something and transform into something good, then I ask that you bless it. If it's not, I ask that you remove it. And every single time he be like, I'd be like, wait, I liked him. And God be like, no. So you better be careful what you're praying for because prayer is real. Stop asking God to send you a man and ask God to send you a husband and somebody that's more like him. Somebody that believes in the word. Somebody that's going to know how to court you. Somebody that's not going to want to just take from you. And you know what I'm talking about, whatever you got in that pocketbook. Yeah. Be real specific when you go to asking God in prayer for a man and what you want in a man because men could come in different shapes and forms, just like you get messages from God and then you get messages from the devil. So the devil also hears your prayers and the devil also know, oh, she feeling lonely. Let me send her something. But you got to know how to decipher between the two. Is this from God or is this from the devil? And then I've noticed like the men that I've ran into, they was from oh boy over there. Because if they was from God, I wouldn't have to question it. I wouldn't have to feel like it's not for me. I would know. And then like I feel like when certain things happen when you're dating, like and somebody like rejects you, like I've never really been rejected, but I've also dealt with people that wasn't consistent. And I feel like rejection is also redirection. So like just because you stop being what you were in the beginning when I first met you, that's okay. Because God is telling me to go the other way. That I need to be redirected. Because that wasn't the direction I needed to be headed in. And I'm going to tell you another thing. I noticed that when I was in a relationship, I love hard. So like it was some things in my life that I was trying to get accomplished. And I felt like I wasn't going to be able to do those things if I kept doing the whole dating thing. Like, if you keep hanging out and you going on dates. And I ain't saying like I done been on 100 dates, y'all. This is just, I can count on one hand how many people, like I've like actually just went out to eat with or just chilled and vibe with, and that didn't mean me no good. Like I said again, they were fun, but God was like, redirect yourself, because that's all it is. When the fun time is over, what can they do for you? Who are they? No, they just ready for next weekend to have fun again. And it's like, what's the fun? Popping bottles, hanging out, going to the club. My man ain't in the club. My man ain't out here buying a bottle. My man ain't out here, partying every weekend and partying every night. That's not the man that I'm looking for. How many of y'all found the man in the club and y'all still with him? He probably still in the club, okay? I mean, and then when you get with him, guess what you're going to say? Damn, he always partying. He always this, he always that. Well, that's how you met him. That's how you met him. So I knew that those type of people wasn't really for me, and that God was redirecting me. And like I said, the devil will put somebody in your face because you feel lonely and you feeling like, dang, I really want to get to know somebody, and I really want this and I really want that whole time. That's not even the person you're supposed to be intertwining with. That's not even the person you're supposed to be connecting with, because that's not the person that God sent you. You go to pray in that removal prayer and watch how God starts snatching everybody up out your life, and you be like, dang, I like him. I like this person. I like that person. And that's not who he wanted you to be with. So I feel like rejection is redirection. If they reject you in any kind of way, then that's okay. Go the other way, because that ain't where you supposed to been anyways. And so as I'm sitting there and I got more into my word and more into really talking to God, I said, you know what? I don't think it's my season to love. Like, it's not that love isn't for me, but it's just not my season. I feel like right now I'm supposed to be focusing on a lot of things. And I don't think my man is on the internet. I think my man is going to find me in some kind of way. And when I say my man going to find me, it's that I'm no longer I don't respond to DMs anyways, but I'm no longer responding to people from my past or people that I thought was, for me, or, that I went on these dates with and stuff like that, because it's like he redirected me for a reason. And I feel like everybody was just a distraction. The people that I was running to, like I said, it was the same person in different bodies. They were fun people. They were cool people. They were great vibes. Those are people you're supposed to stay friends with. You're not supposed to take it anywhere else other than a friendship. And some of them people you don't even need to be friends with, because birds of a feather do flock together. Eventually, you're going to become something that you're not. Whether it's you going out, hanging out every weekend, you partying every weekend, they buying the bottles, they paying for the sections, this and that. Guess what? Now you're an alcoholic. Now you're a stoner. Ask me how I know. Okay? So it's okay that it's not your season to love. It might be time for you to focus on you and understand that the only love you need is from that man above, because he ain't gonna hurt you. He ain't outside every weekend. He ain't gonna keep stepping on it. What Yvette said. He not gonna be doing all of these things to you. You ain't gonna be losing no sleep at night. Like, and that's when I became okay with and at peace with, it's not my season to love. Because like I said, when I like somebody, I go to looking at them far past just me on this date. I go to like talking, and then I'm like trying to really figure you out, trying to really like look through you to see, like, is this somebody I want to spend the rest of my life with, or is this somebody that I just have fun with? I think some of y'all need to start asking yourselves that when men come after you and y'all either go on a date or y'all hanging out or whatever, ask yourself, like, is this somebody that I really, really want to spend my time with for the rest of my life? And if not, then don't go on another date. Don't go on another date. Like, I really think that it's okay to choose your peace over pressure. Like, you don't have to be pressured into feeling like you need somebody to love you, or you need to be with somebody, because that pressure will have you into a situationship versus a partnership. I'm looking for a partnership. I don't want a situation. I don't want no toxicity. I don't want a person that's unsure, a person that can't align with the person that I am. I don't want somebody just feeding me off of a tablespoon. Like, I need the whole dinner plate. I need the whole table. I need the house that the table sits in. And when I say that, I mean, like, you gotta love me past what you see. You really gotta, like, figure me out. And you really gotta wanna be that person for me. I'm not finna just keep sitting there and wasting my time with men that are unsure. So I feel like with prayer, it was like, dang, if God is, trying to tell me something, then why am I trying to rush something? Like I said, there was times where I really got lonely and stuff because I'm like, dang, it's been a long time since like I really like had a partner. But truthfully, I never had my partner to myself. Like, I had to share with a million other women, and so it was like, do you want to go through that again, or do you want to listen this time, and do you want to like choose peace over pressure? And I don't want to be pressured into nothing no more, because that was a lot. That was a lot to deal with for a lot of years, and it was mentally, physically, emotionally draining. And that, like I said, I'm traumatized from it. So it's like when I run into somebody and they ain't giving me green flags, but they giving me all these red flags, and I'm like, nope, that's not the person. So if you feel like God is trying to tell you something, God is working on you, then stop rushing yourself into something. Just really try to listen to him. And it's okay to be alone, because you never know what he's trying to shield and protect you from. He protects us from the unseen. And it's things out there that we probably can't see. So while that man all of a sudden becomes busy and don't have time for you and this, that, and the third, it's something that God didn't want you to be in. That's something he's trying to tell you that you can't see for yourself. So I think that y'all should start listening. The more you pray, the more you'll listen. And that's why I said it's not my season to love, because I kept running into people that were, like I said, inconsistent, that was just had this idea of me, that didn't really want to get to know me for real, but was lusting over me. And I felt like, okay, I'm only going through this because I'm pressuring myself to find love, because that's something that I genuinely always wanted. Like, I always wanted a family. I never really wanted to be single. And when I became single, I was like, damn, like, who am I for real? Like, outside of that relationship, who am I to myself? And so I started finding myself a little more, and I started being okay and comfortable with being alone. Like I said, it does, some nights you might get lonely, but it's okay. Guess what I do? Pull the cover up, turn the air on 69, and I go to bed. Like, and then I wake up the next day and I don't feel nothing, because I'm okay with it not being my season. So like, if you are tired and you tired of dating, you tired of running into the wrong people, you're tired of running into the wrong people, then maybe it's not your season either. And again, that's okay. Choose you over anything, because you don't want to get yourself into something and waste 8 years of your life like I did. I damn near spent my whole 20s in a relationship, and I was living a fairy tale in my head, but in reality, it was hell. It was a lot. And I can really admit that now. I made it look good for as long as I could, but I could really admit that there was times where I was in some dark spaces and I didn't really know who I was as a person until I got back into my word and started talking to God for real. And one thing I learned about God, he'll pull you out of anything. And that's why I'm here now to be able to tell this, because he done did that for me. And that's why I'm so sharpened with my discernment and my wisdom, and I listen. So if God be like, that ain't a person for you, I get up out of there. I disappear. I go to blocking. Like, you'll wake up and don't even know why you blocked. God told me to do it. God told me you weren't the person for me. And that's just that. And I listen. So you really got to open your ears and open your eyes and learn to get on your knees and really pray for the things that you want answered. If it's love and you feel like, God, I want this and I want that, and you ain't getting it, pray about it. And see if that's something that he wants you to have, you're going to have it. If it's not, let him go. Remove it. Easy. It's simple. You just got to listen. And like I said, in my season that I was in, I learned that I don't have to prove or chase someone or make them love me. I can do that myself. I can love myself. I ain't got to do all that. I ain't got to prove myself to someone to try to make them want to talk to me or want to date me or want to love me, want to treat me a certain way. I don't have to prove that to you. So if you out there trying to convince somebody to love you, don't do it. Let God do that for you. Let God convince somebody to love you. Let God bring that person into your life that's going to do all of those things. You ain't got to do that. You ain't got to go a step above and beyond for nobody that you feel like ain't doing it for you. Because what you're going to do is create a cycle of toxicity, a cycle of you being hurt because you still trying to prove to this person that I'm this, I'm that, I'm this, I'm that. I tried to do it so many times and I was like, dang. I'm a homebody. I take care of my child. I take care of home. I do what I'm supposed to do as a fiance. Why this person don't love me? Like, why do I still get treated like this? Or why do I still get talked to like this? Or why do I still, why don't they see me for real? And it's because I ain't have to do that. The whole time I'm doing that, I'm doing it for the wrong person. And y'all might end up doing it too. Y'all might end up doing it for the wrong person. So stop. Pray. Ask God to sharpen your discernment and give you wisdom to understand what he's trying to tell you. Because once you start doing that, you'll realize that it ain't no points to prove. It ain't no points to prove to nobody who you are. You are who you are. And they ain't got to be proved. They going to feel it and they going to see it. And if they don't, then guess what? Out the door you got to go. So I said that this is not my season of love, but this is my season of peace. This is my season of God's timing. This is my season of loving me and protecting myself from whatever it is out there that's not for me. And I pray that God continue to bless me with the way I think, because I've come a long way and it took a lot for me to understand that I didn't have to do half of the stuff that I did for someone to love me and for someone to see me, because at the end of the day, that person still did not see me. So when you go into dating and you over there trying to overly prove yourself to someone, or you over there giving them this, that, and the third, like I said, affirmations, you texting good morning, you ain't getting no flowers, the stuff that you've already mentioned that you like, and they not coming through or doing it, that's not the person for you. Wait on God's divine timing, because one thing about it, he's an on-time God. And I ain't here to preach to y'all, but I'm here to preach to y'all. And in due time, I know that my person is going to find me, and that's going to be the person that God sends to me. Until then, I don't want to date. I don't want to respond to DMs. If you in my DMs, then you know I don't respond to DMs. But it's for a reason. It's just me trying to protect my peace. It has nothing to do with y'all, because when I was responding to DMs, I was walking into the wrong situations or running into the wrong people, and it's like, damn, I should have left you in the inbox. People will lust over you. People will message you every single day, and then they'll get around you for 1 or 2 days, like I said, misunderstand you and think they finna crack, and then they don't, and then now you barely hear from them, or you getting 2 or 3 text messages a day. Like, no. Example, I had this guy, he, in my mind, he was so different. He wasn't the type of person I was used to running into. And I was like, okay, God, what you trying to show me? Like, he bought me flowers, something I really, really love. He took me to these nice places. He did things with me that I've never done before. And not once did he try to have sex with me. Like, he didn't try to do anything with me. And I thought, like, damn, this might be my husband. And I spoke so soon, y'all. In my mind, I'm like, yeah, this the one. Like, he doing all this stuff for me. He actually getting to know me. He having conversation. I'm talking about our paragraphs was, they were long. It was long paragraphs. He was opening up, you know, telling me things. And I was just like, yeah, he could communicate. He knew what he wanted. He got goals. He's smart. He where he want to be in life. Like, everything was aligning. And so I started praying, y'all. I was telling my friends and stuff about him, and I was like, this might be the person for me. Like, everything we've done, I've never done before, like, with no guy. And not even the person that I was with for 8 years. Like, it was fun. Like, it was just stuff that I never did before. And I kept telling my friends, like, yeah, this the one, y'all. Like, this my husband. Like, and I remember, again, he never tried to have sex with me or anything. So I was like, yeah, he ain't just here for that. He see past me just being a pretty girl. Like, I was like, okay. But y'all, God got my neck. I started praying, and I was like, God, if this is a person of you, and if this person have good intentions with me, and if this person is really going to show me what true love feels like, if he's going to break all the agendas that I've ran into and that I'm used to, then allow this thing to work. If this is my person, then keep him in my life. If this is not my person, then I appreciate the experiences, but I ask that you remove him. Y'all, I kid y'all not. I kid y'all not. The very next week, the messages slowed up, the conversation slowed up, and I was like, the week after I said the prayer, I was like, dang, wait a minute now, because this my person. Like, what is you doing? And God was like, no. Because maybe it was something in that man that he still needed to heal from. I don't know. And he was just like, no. So like I said, the text messages slowed up and things started, you know, changing. And then he kept saying like he was so busy. So one day I texted him, I was like, when we gonna link up again? Like, when we gonna have fun, you know, do something fun again? And he was like, or, you know, spend some time again. And he was like, I don't know, like, I'm busy with this. So I was like, oh, okay. And now y'all all have heard the saying that people make time for who they want to make time for. You had been making time, but all of a sudden you so busy out of nowhere. Like, you just busy. And I respected it because, hey, I understand that you're busy. So, a few days later, like I said, I was getting 1 or 2 texts a day. Now, mind you, when I first met this person, I told you it was long paragraphs. It was texting all day long, like, and I was just like, okay, so now I'm only getting 1 or 2 messages. So something had changed after I said that prayer. And maybe God was just revealing to me that you falling too fast. You need to back up a little bit, because just because you're doing things that you've never experienced before, and this man haven't tried to have sex with you and things like that, doesn't mean he's your person and the person that I want you to be with. So I ended up texting him and telling him like, hey, I know, you know, things have gotten busy for you. I've seen the shift in conversation and things like that. And I'm understanding of your time, you know, but whenever you do have time, you know, get up with me. But right now I don't feel like, you know, basically we align. Like, we not there. I don't feel like it's there anymore. And that person never responded. And I was like, oh, okay, no wonder. I mean, like I said, when you go to praying that removal prayer, God gonna show you, if this person is for me, let this person be for me. If he not for me, then I ask that you remove him. And God removed him in the most humble way. Like, I ain't feel no way about it, because like I said, I enjoyed the experience, and it's a memory that it's memories that I'll always be able to hold on to. But at the same time, I'm so happy that I didn't get in too deep and thinking that this was my person when whole time it was probably something else. Ain't no telling what it could have turned out to be had I not said those prayers and really, prayed on that thing. So I feel like dating is a lot, and we go through a lot when trying to figure people out these days, because a lot of people just lack consistency. Like, or a lot of people have things going on and they're faking their agenda, and ain't no that man probably had 12 girlfriends already and was just, I might have been the escape route for a few weeks. And like I said, once I started saying that prayer, I was like, oh, okay, never mind. Let me let you go. And I I sent him like I told you, I sent him a message, and I kind of like broke things off because I felt the shift, and the Aries in me is not going to let you play with me. Like, if you're an Aries, then you met an Aries, then we very direct people. Like, I was like, yeah, you're not the one for me. Let me bounce. Let me get up out of here. So I feel like when it's time for me to love, I'll know. God gonna tell me. I ain't gonna have to beg for no consistency. I ain't gonna have to beg and ask for you to care. I'm not gonna have to live in confusion like, well, how you feeling today? Because you were feeling like this yesterday. I'm not gonna have to do all of that. Like, it's gonna be very clear. It's gonna be full of clarity. So my message for you would be, if it costs you your peace, if it's unclear, if it's not consistent, if it's misunderstood, if there's so much confusion in it, let it go. Don't worry about it and wait on God's timing. Because one thing I've learned is my peace is very expensive. Like, it costs a lot. It costs a lot. So if it's not on God's timing, then I don't want it. If it's not sent by God, then I don't want it. If it's not heaven sent, I don't want it. What Keisha Cole said, sent from heaven. I want to be the one who you believe. Yeah, if it's not heaven sent, I don't want it. Keep it. Keep that fake love over there. Because we sitting there praying for love and we asking God for love, but you don't know what's fake and what's real. I want real love. I want Mary J. Blige. Real love. I don't want no fake, inconsistent love that I got to question every other day. Like, leave me alone. I'm good. I'm cool on you. Like they say, is you cool? I'm cool. I'm cool on it. So all in all, I've been through heartbreaks. I've been through inconsistency. I've been through trying to prove myself, trying to prove the type of woman I am. And I poured into people that wasn't ready to receive me. And I say all of that to say I'm not doing it anymore. It's just not my season right now. And I'm okay with that. Because after all of that, I realized that I'm not waiting on a man no more. I'm going to wait on God. I'm going to wait on his timing and for him to send me the man that he wants me to have. And if it's not of him, then I don't want it. It's okay to step away from dating, and it's okay to guard your heart, because you don't want to keep running into the same type of people. You don't want to keep trying to prove yourself to people. You don't want to keep having to tell a person how to treat you and how they should court you. Men know women like flowers. And if you don't like flowers, and you want this, that, and the third, then you need a trick. You don't need a man. You need to go get you somebody that's going to trick on you, because obviously you're looking for a man for all the wrong reasons, baby. I'm looking for love. Yes, the money has to be there too, because I make good money and I'm not going to be with no bum. But at the same time, like, what's in here and what's in here? Like, that intellect is everything to me. Like, opening up your heart and really, like, showing me and reassuring me and telling me, the things that I need to hear, the things that you want me to hear, and the things that you see in me is so much better than sex. It's so much better than sex. It's so much better than just being around somebody because I'm bored and this, that, and the third. Like, talk to me and tell me, like, show me that you really like me. I don't need nobody sitting there lusting over me. I need somebody that's going to love me unconditionally. Because them looks gonna, well, my black ain't gonna crack, but them looks just might go the other way. And then I still gotta be with you when you don't look how you looked in your 20s. I still gotta be with you when you don't look how you looked in your 30s. So lusting over somebody really ain't all that, because if you lusting over somebody, you looking at what's on the outside of them. I want to love somebody. I want to see what's on the inside of them. I want to go through the stages of good, bad, and ugly with somebody. I went through bad. I went through ugly, and it wasn't too much good. So this time around, I feel like when God send me my person, I'm not gonna have to go through too much, because I'm gonna know. So I don't know who needed to hear this today, but I said all that to say, if love has not been loving you back, you are not broken. You are not alone. You are not hard to love. And you are not behind. Just simply wait on God's timing. It might not be your season to fall in love with somebody else. It might actually be your season to fall in love with yourself. He might be wanting you to love on you a little bit longer. He might be wanting you to give yourself that unconditional love, because when you love yourself a little more than you love someone else, there's nothing that they can do to tear you down, to hurt you, because you know who you are. So you're not gonna keep running to those same type of people. You're gonna run into somebody that loves you just as much as you love yourself. So start by loving you a little bit more before you go out there looking for love in all the wrong places. It's simply your season to rewrite your story. You need to heal if you haven't done so already. You need to grow if you haven't done so already. You need to mature if you haven't done so already. And watch how your story unfold the next time around. It's not gonna be toxic. It's not gonna be a bad ending. It's gonna be the perfect love story. No love story is gonna be perfect, but it's gonna be close. So I'm learning to not rush love anymore, because if it's real, then it's gonna feel like it's God sent, and I'm not gonna have to question it. So I thank y'all for watching and tuning in. I thank y'all for choosing peace with me, because we are definitely choosing peace over pressure this time around. Okay? And if you feel like you're in this season too, then I ask that you drop in the comments some advice to give the other ladies that are going through the same thing, because none of us are alone in this. It's okay to get in your soft girl era and to just focus on you and solely on you. But I want y'all to love yourself a little bit more. Stop trying to get love from people when all you gotta do is love yourself. So I love y'all. I want y'all to stay strong, stay soft, and I'll see y'all next time. Like, why would y'all do that? But the baby was out of me, like, I sucked the baby out of me. That lady turned around and she looked at me, she said, don't you do that.
Hey, V.
Girl, get up. First of all, get up off of me. You shouldn't have did that.
She said no.
Why would you get need to be yet?
What we just talked?
No.
Would you?
Mm-mm.
She said no.